Howdy Crystal Conclave, it's NESHY at my new place. This is going to be the new stream setup. Got a new place now that I'm married, and now I gotta pay for all of it. So in order to do that, I'm going to be building a budget Conclave control list. So let's go ahead and see what we can do to build Conclave control on a budget. So honestly, buying 3 of these, the Crystal Beast structure deck, for $30 gives you 90% of the deck. Now, we're also going to build a side deck and an extra deck, and we're going to do all this at the lowest price. So let's go ahead and see what we can build. First off, what we need. Mystic Mine. Crystal Beasts love playing Mystic Mine, and it's an $8-9 card. So this is going to be one of the most expensive cards we get. I'd suggest the gold rare. And you know why? Because it's funny knowing the fact it's a gold mine. Now another card Crystal Beasts love to play, Necro Valley. This is essential for your Conclave control deck. So Necro Valley is a weird one. See, we have the most updated text with the Dual Saga Ultra Rare, but this is $20. What you can do is play this one. This is legal to play, but just remember to have the updated text on hand for your opponent to read. But we can slide by with this for now. Next up, a lot of you have been asking about this. A lot of you have been asking if we could play Pot of Extravagance versus Pot of Prosperity. It's my most commented question. Can we play Extravagance instead of Prosperity? And you know what? I have some good news for you. You, in fact, can. Our extra deck doesn't matter at all. And, I mean, it does matter, but it's nice that we're able to just kind of play Extravagance. Let's pick up the common one. I do very much recommend Prosperity. If you have the money for it, definitely pick up Prosperity. But even with its reprint recently in the Megatins, it's still sitting at $40. So I understand not shelling out $120 for 3 Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but you know, if you have the money, go for it. If not, Extravagance is perfectly fine. Now, in order to enable our field spells, we actually need a new trap card that came in the Megatins and not the Crystal Beast structure deck. So let's go ahead and pick up our Rainbow Bridge of Salvation, which lets us search Mystic Mine or Necro Valley. And now on to the extra deck. We need some Dwellers. It's Tearlament format, baby. And you know what? We need some Dwellers in order to stop those pesky Tearlaments. Let's pick up these beautiful dual Devastator ones. Full playset of Abyss Dwellers. You know we got a Cowboy for game with how things are going these days, so let's go ahead and pick ourselves up a Gaga Cowboy so we can win in time. Thank goodness Sapphire Pegasus is a 1 card rank 4. Let's play a Lightning Chidori, one of the best cards we can go into with Sapphire Pegasus, and it's pretty awesome. A 2-for-1 for Sapphire Pegasus. And now it's time to pick up the true Crystal Beast boss monster, Baguska, the terribly tired tapir. We're gonna grab 3 of him for our Extravagance extra deck. And then just in case we draw the Rainbow Bridge of Salvation, let's grab ourselves a Dugar's the Timeless. In the same vein, if we do draw the Rainbow Bridge of Salvation and we're under Prosperity, we can actually just play Tornado Dragon, set the Salvation, pop with Tornado Dragon, and we can still use Tornado Dragon during our opponent's turn if they're playing some sort of back row deck. Here we go. We need a Win the Wind Charmer as well as Lina the Light Charmer. This one is good to go into with Zenith or Ruby, and then this one is purely with Pegasus. And these will both enable our Secret Village of the Spellcasters in our side deck. Let's grab ourselves a Nightmare Unicorn as well as a Nightmare Phoenix. And now that we're adding the Nightmare Phoenix, we have $62. We're still under $100, still under $75 with all 3 Crystal Beast structure decks and everything else in our cart. One card that really helps us against cards that are unaffected by card effects or just really high attack monsters that can't be targeted. Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. Just go ahead and link it off. On to the side deck. I'm gonna find you the best, most impactful options at a budget price. And Nibiru is one of them. Surprisingly, Nibiru is a very affordable card. Let's go ahead and pick up a playset. And this guy is at 1, but he's really fun. Dino Wrestler Pankratops, a 2-for-1. Here's another card. In addition to the Pot of Prosperity, you have Dark Ruler No More that you can get from the Albaz Strike structure deck. So the Albaz Strike structure deck has a lot of good staple reprints, including Dark Ruler and Pot of Extravagance. But where you grab these Charmers, let's go ahead and throw in our Secret Village of the Spellcasters. We can search for that, as well as Zombie World, so that we never lose to Fluanderies again. It's great against Fluanderees, great against Sword Soul. After buying your Ghost from the Past the Second Haunting to get your Zenith, you might have pulled one of these, Zombie Worlds. Or Dugaras as well, he was in that set. And finally, to round off our side deck, we're going to grab 3 DD Ground. Because during our opponent's turn, we don't care about our cards getting banished, because they'll just get crystallized anyway. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen, an entire Crystal Beast deck, including side deck and extra deck, for just under $100. Dugaras, Arboguskas, Cowboy, even the 3 Crystal Beast structure decks are in here. We have all of this stuff in here, just getting ready to go for playing Crystal Beast at your locals. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Let's go ahead and see what the deck looks like. But first, a special announcement. Now that we're at 5,000 subscribers, I made a Patreon where you can further support my crystal content. One thing I've noticed when I'm part of a hobby is I like to gather the most up-to-date information so I can optimize whatever I'm doing. Say you're out of the loop for a few weeks and you want to get back on track for the next locals, so you find the most current Crystal Beast deck lists to see what's being played. Well, what I've done is create a way where you can do exactly that, without having to even ask me. Now you can access all of my updated Crystal Beast lists so you can know exactly what I'm playing at any time. Give the tiers a look at patreon.com/NESHY. And here we go, with our 3 Crystal Beast structure decks, we have all of these cards. We even have the goods. The only thing we don't have, Mystic Mine, Necro Valley, Extravs, and Rainbow Bridge of Salvation. So it's only like maybe 10 to 15 bucks in cards that you need to include just for the main deck. If you want to do that, then the extra deck could be like whatever you want. So you don't even need this complete side deck, but if you want to compete, that'd be a good idea. But yeah, this is what we ended up building on a budget of under $100. So all these cards are staples as well. Go ahead and put these in any deck. These Ashes, Bells, Shifters from the structure deck. These won't go in any deck, but you know what I mean. Mine can go in pretty much anything. All of these side deck cards, except for Zombie World and Secret Village, these are all great cards to have on the side. And then a lot of these extra deck cards, these rank 4s, these are super important. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff from the structure deck that you don't use, so that's something to keep in mind if you want to just buy the singles. But look at all this stuff we get from 3 structure decks.
Tell you what, my Crystal Beasts are looking kind of crystal based.
I think this is a good option if you want to play budget, and hopefully you enjoyed this video on how to build budget Crystal Beasts, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.